Benny, a diligent and hard-working employee, had spent the past 5 years working at a luxury car dealership. His expertise and knowledge of the business made him an invaluable asset to the company. However, his routine was disrupted when an elderly man with dirty clothes started appearing frequently at the dealership. Benny was tasked with the unpleasant responsibility of supervising and eventually expelling the old man. Although Benny felt a heavy heart in carrying out this task, he hoped he would never have to see the elderly man again. But fate had a different plan in store for him. The old man reappeared at the dealership, accompanied by a group of people. Benny was puzzled and wondered why the old man had returned and who these people were. Days passed, and Benny found himself increasingly intrigued by the situation. Should he get involved or stay out of it? He contemplated the consequences of his actions as the constant presence of the elderly man became a distraction. He questioned whether he should take any action or let things unfold on their own. As Benny grappled with these thoughts, he couldn't help but wonder about the true identity of the old man and why he had been expelled from the dealership in the first place. The mystery deepened, and Benny found himself observing the same scenario play out day after day. Should he intervene, or would it be better to do nothing at all? In the meantime, Benny had been noticing a decline in business at the dealership. It had been a challenging month, and Benny was worried about his job security. Little did he know that his concerns were about to become much more significant. A sudden turn of events revealed that the dealership was going bankrupt, and the owner had decided to close it down and sell everything. Benny felt devastated. Losing his job meant he might struggle to support his family. But there was more bad news to come. The owner, exploiting a legal loophole, declared bankruptcy, allowing him to escape paying the employees. Benny and his colleagues were left without jobs and without compensation. The situation was grim, and Benny was at a loss for what to do. In the midst of his despair, Benny couldn't shake off the memory of the elderly man and his parting words, ***, I won't forget this, ***. Those words lingered in Benny's mind, prompting him to dig deeper into the mysterious old man's story. Driven by curiosity and a need to find purpose amidst the chaos, Benny embarked on a quest to uncover the truth behind the old man's presence at the dealership. He reached out to former colleagues, customers, and even the owner, determined to unravel the secrets that lay beneath the surface. As Benny delved deeper, he discovered that the old man was not just an ordinary visitor but a renowned car collector and connoisseur. The man's appearance and behavior were intentional, aimed at assessing the dealership's commitment to the quality and passion for automobiles. The group of people he brought along were fellow enthusiasts who shared his love for cars. Overwhelmed by a mix of emotions, Benny realized that he had missed an extraordinary opportunity. He regretted his initial judgment of the old man based on appearances alone. If only he had taken the time to engage and understand the man's true passion, the dealership might have thrived and his own job could have been saved. Benny's journey of self-discovery led him to reflect on the importance of empathy, compassion, and not judging a book by its cover. He vowed to carry this lesson with him as he sought new opportunities and ventured into the unknown. The memory of the mysterious elderly man would forever serve as a reminder of the hidden treasures that lie within every individual, waiting to be discovered if only given a chance. As the news of the dealership's closure spread, Benny felt a wave of despair wash over him. He couldn't believe that he was about to lose his job, especially at a time when he needed it the most to support his family. The uncertainty of the future weighed heavily on him, and he couldn't shake off the feeling of hopelessness. Days turned into weeks, and Benny found himself searching desperately for new employment opportunities. He sent out countless resumes and attended job interviews, but the competition was fierce, and the prospects seemed bleak. With each rejection, his confidence eroded further, and he started questioning his worth as a professional. One evening, as Benny sat in his living room, contemplating his next move, he heard a knock on the door. Curious, he opened it and found himself face to face with the old man he had encountered at the dealership. The man smiled warmly at Benny, and Benny couldn't help but feel a mix of surprise and curiosity.
"Good evening, my friend."
The old man greeted him.
"I couldn't help but notice the distress in your eyes. May I come in?"
Benny hesitated for a moment but decided to invite the old man inside. As they sat down, the old man introduced himself as Mr. Anderson, a retired entrepreneur who had built a successful business empire in his younger years. He explained that he had been observing Benny's dedication and hard work at the dealership, and he was impressed by his character.
"I see potential in you, Benny,"
Mr. Anderson said.
"I believe you have the drive and determination to overcome this setback. I have an opportunity that might interest you."
Intrigued, Benny listened attentively as Mr. Anderson shared his plan. It turned out that Mr. Anderson was in the process of starting a new venture, a car rental company targeting a niche market. He wanted Benny to join him as a partner and help establish the business. Benny couldn't believe his ears. It was a lifeline thrown to him at the moment he needed it the most. With renewed hope and enthusiasm, he accepted Mr. Anderson's offer. They began working together, pooling their resources and expertise to build the car rental company from scratch. Months passed, and the business started to flourish. Benny's dedication and knowledge of the automotive industry proved invaluable, and with Mr. Anderson's guidance, they navigated through challenges and setbacks. They built a reputation for providing exceptional service, and their customer base grew steadily. Through their partnership, Benny not only found professional success but also developed a deep friendship with Mr. Anderson. He learned invaluable lessons from the older man's experiences and wisdom, and their bond strengthened over time. As years went by, Benny and Mr. Anderson's car rental company became a well-established name in the industry. They expanded their operations, opened multiple branches, and employed a dedicated team. Benny's hard work had paid off, and he finally felt a sense of stability and accomplishment. One day, as Benny sat in his office reviewing the company's performance, he received a call from an old acquaintance. It was his former boss from the luxury car dealership. The boss sounded regretful as he informed Benny that he had made a grave mistake in underestimating the old man who frequented their dealership.
"You see, Benny, that old man you encountered was none other than a renowned car collector and influential figure in the automotive industry. His connections and influence are unmatched."
He regretted not making a sale to him, and he wanted to extend his apologies. Benny thanked his former boss for the information but assured him that everything had worked out for the best. He had found a new path and a successful partnership with Mr. Anderson, which had transformed his life. With the car rental business thriving, Benny and Mr. Anderson continued to expand their operations. They not only focused on providing excellent service, but also dedicated themselves to giving back to the community. They initiated programs to support local charities and organizations, aiming to make a positive impact on people's lives. As time went on, Benny began to reflect on his journey and the valuable lessons he had learned along the way. He realized that setbacks and challenges could often lead to unexpected opportunities. Losing his job at the luxury car dealership had been devastating at first, but it had opened doors to a partnership that offered him much more than he could have ever imagined. Benny also understood the importance of perseverance and self-belief. Despite facing numerous rejections and doubts, he had remained determined to find a way forward. His unwavering commitment to his dreams and his willingness to take risks had paid off, proving that resilience and hard work were key ingredients for success. Through his friendship with Mr. Anderson, Benny had gained more than just professional achievements. Mr. Anderson had become a mentor and a father figure to him, imparting wisdom and guiding him through both business and personal challenges. Their bond had grown stronger over time, and Benny cherished the moments they shared, knowing how fortunate he was to have such a remarkable person in his life. As the years passed, Benny's car rental company continued to flourish, becoming a symbol of success and determination. Benny himself became an inspiration to others, demonstrating that with passion, dedication, and a willingness to seize opportunities, anyone could overcome adversity and achieve their goals. Looking back on his journey, Benny realized that sometimes the greatest blessings come from unexpected sources. He had initially seen the closure of the luxury car dealership as a devastating setback, but it had ultimately led him to a path of fulfillment and accomplishment. With gratitude in his heart, Benny embraced the challenges and triumphs that lay ahead. He knew that life was full of surprises, and he was ready to face them head-on, armed with the lessons he had learned and the unwavering belief that he could conquer any obstacle that came his way. And so, Benny's story served as a reminder to all who heard it: never underestimate the power of resilience, determination, and the potential for life to transform in the most unexpected and extraordinary ways. As the years go by, Benny continues to run his successful car rental business with Mr. Anderson by his side. Their company becomes a beacon of excellence in the industry, known for its exceptional service and commitment to customer satisfaction. Benny remains grateful for the lessons he learned from his encounter with the old man and the subsequent turn of events. He understands that success is not just about financial gains, but also about personal growth, relationships, and making a positive impact on others. Benny often shares his story with aspiring entrepreneurs, encouraging them to embrace challenges and see setbacks as opportunities for growth. He emphasizes the importance of building meaningful connections, seeking mentorship, and staying true to one's dreams and values. In the years to come, Benny's car rental business continues to thrive, expanding to new locations and attracting a loyal customer base. Benny never forgets his humble beginnings and remains dedicated to giving back to the community that supported him along the way. With each passing day, Benny is reminded of how a chance encounter with an old man turned his life around and led him to a future he could have never imagined. He is grateful for every twist and turn that brought him to where he is today. And as Benny drives through the city streets, witnessing the hustle and bustle of life, he knows that every car passing by holds a story of its own. Just like his own journey, each vehicle represents the potential for dreams to come true, for resilience to triumph, and for ordinary individuals to achieve extraordinary things. In the end, Benny's story is not just about cars and success. It is a testament to the human spirit and its infinite capacity for growth and transformation. It reminds us all that within us lies the power to create our own destiny, no matter where we start or what obstacles we face. And as the sun sets on another day, Benny continues to drive forward, fueled by his passion, inspired by his past, and excited for the future that awaits him.